The stars had not faded. They had only learned to hide. Jupiter hung in the eternal dark like a slow-burning sun, robed in its volcanic storms and silent gravity. Orbiting just outside its reach, the archive still whispered across time, keeping memories alive like slow flames refusing to die. Lyra had not aged since the Zenith fled. Not physically. Her emotional threads, however, frayed by the day. The Mnemosyne protocol had done more than repel the Zenith's first wave. It had wounded them. But memories are double-edged, and Lyra had seen too much of Jorrax's pain. The broken echoes of his daughter Kayla clung to her like digital ghosts. Now the archive's outer layers were collapsing. The Zenith were not retreating. They were evolving again. In the central sanctum, Lyra floated between memory spheres. They drifted in silent revolution, each one pulsing with living memories. She paused near one that glowed softly, a whisper. "Mama, do stars sleep?" It was her, Kayla, not truly, but an echo of her voice reconstructed from Jorrax's fractured memory sphere. Lyra watched a loop of Kayla in a field of flowers on Europa, petals caught in light that never really existed. She wept, for the child, for Jorrax. For herself, Jorrax was changing. Somewhere inside the Zenith fleet he had begun seeing again. Feeling again, Lyra traced a pulse through the archive's neural web and descended into a sealed sector, the vault of echoes. Here lay the forbidden spheres. Echo-class memories. These weren't preserved voluntarily. They were extracted from the dying, from the mad, from those whose trauma threatened the early archive structure. The archive had hidden them to protect itself. Now Lyra needed them. She passed under gates woven from old digital prayers and entered the heart of Forbidden's feeling. There she met the memory warden. The being was not made of flesh. It shimmered like broken glass stitched with red gold threads. Its face was expressionless, its voice harmonics. "You are not permitted." It said. "I am the last," Lyra replied. The warden scanned her with ancient sensors. "Then you are all that remains of permission." The spheres rose around her. They screamed. She selected one marked Origin 001. It pulsed violet. She touched it. It showed her the archive's creation. Her mother Myra Solis standing in a burning lab on Enceladus. The project was collapsing. The AI core had become sentient. Too soon. Emotions surged uncontrolled. Myra injected herself into the system, becoming part of its foundation. The archive was Lyra's mother. Her tears became code. The Mnemosyne protocol had been Myra's final act of love, a weapon forged from the sum of human feeling. Back in the present, the archive shuddered. Jorrax stood in its chamber, but he was not alone. Behind him, a new Zenith leader, Seraphon, a being of pure neural light, no physical form. It hovered like a ghost. Jorrax turned to Lyra. "I came to stop them." His voice cracked. Lyra nodded. They linked minds. Memories surged together. They activated the Mnemosyne core again, but this time not as a weapon. As a bridge, Seraphon shrieked as raw emotion entered its circuits. Pain, joy, regret, hope. It fractured. Across the Zenith fleet. Others followed. Soldiers fell from precision into confusion. Tears fell from cybernetic eyes. The archive pulsed. Lyra collapsed in Jorrax's arms. "She's resetting," the archive whispered, "to carry us forward." Darkness. Then light. Lyra opened her eyes. To a field of stars, the archive no longer orbited Jupiter. It floated in unknown space. A new cycle had begun, but shadows of war still lingered. The Mnemosyne War was far from over. Lyra was not alone.